tinfoil hat. Oh, what the fuck are you guys even talking about?
Global controls will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them.
Welcome to Tinfoil Hat. We go deep, homeboy. Aaron, open your mind. Drink from the fountain of knowledge. There's lizard people everywhere. That's some interdimensional shit. Wake up, Aaron.
This is only the beginning.
Dude, you just blew my mind.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
Good morning, Swarm. Oh, that was worse.
Good morning, Swarm. It's Sam Tripoli here.
Yeah,
So
welcome
bad.
to Tinfoil Hat. You know I am. You know I'm here too. I'm here too.
Rock!
Joining me as always, Xavier Grail and my good friend Johnny Woodard. J Nice. Sorry.
What's up, Sam? How are you doing?
Yeah, my voice is shot. I'm really sorry, everybody. I would normally cancel, but we have two great guests. We're now recording all the shows on Monday, and we have two great guests. And as soon as we do the first Monday, my fucking throat is jacked. So
What bad luck.
story of my life. Well, we got a great episode for you. Luckily, this guest does the majority of the talking, and he
Yes.
crushed it. So excited to have from look into it. Eddie Bravo's going to be.
Yes.
So check out his podcast. Check out this episode. We have a live show in Long Beach this Thursday night, and then Bakersfield Saturday night. So Long Beach, Harvell's, and then Bakersfield at the Well. I'd love to do a whole bunch more stuff, but this voice is shot. So let's get into it, guys. You got anything you want to push?
Nope.
All right.
No, yeah, new Broken Sim just came out last week. Machine Gun Kelly got into Sam's face at Comedy Chaos. We look at the video, break it down, and talk about all that. So Sam has a running beef now with Machine Gun Kelly.
Add him to the list. We got the woke Hollywood. We got internet incel trolls. Now the far right cloud chasers and wiggers. Now that's the list of people who hate me right now on the internet. It is what it is.
And they were nose to nose at Comedy Chaos. It's pretty
Nose
crazy.
to nose. Enjoy this episode with my boy Eddie Bravo.
Tinfoil Hat. We go deep, homeboy. Aaron, open your mind. Drink.
All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Joining me as always, my best friend, one of my favorite people on the planet. I love him to pieces. My good friend and one of the best to ever do it, Eddie Bravo. What's up, Eddie?
Shit. Oh, shit.
Brother, I'm excited for this weekend. We got Thursday. We're in Long Beach at Harvell's, 2 shows. And then we're back in Bakersfield at the Well Comedy Club. And that's on Saturday the 28th. Boom.
So this Thursday, Long Beach, nobody told me.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I got to get my shit together. Still got a couple days. Hopefully your voice is fucking better by Thursday.
Yeah, you sound like Tom Waits, dude. I mean, that's rough. What's going on with
You
you?
mean it's sexy?
I mean, I like Tom
You
Waits.
have throat COVID?
I have baby AIDS. My kids got me sick a week ago, and I've been just getting my dick kicked in.
Did you have
Just
comedy
kicked
this past weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I was in Arizona. One of my best weekends ever.
With that
your
voice?
fucked up voice? Was your
Yeah,
voice
with
fucked
this
up?
voice, I still crushed.
Really? Wow.
With
we
this
did
voice,
that-
I still crushed.
What,
I
what,
did a
what,
great job.
what city were we in when you had a fucked up voice? You were sick. Remember that? It was
Who
not
was
too
that?
long ago.
I don't remember. Oh, was it Florida? That's a weird
That-
city.
dude,
Florida.
Dude, all like comedy dates are just like all like blurred together. You know what I mean? It's like my seminars. Like my seminars, I've done so many seminars over the last 20 years. Dude, they're all just blurred together. It's like UFC's like UFC. I don't know the difference between UFC 135 and 218. And there's guys out there. There's guys that know, 196. That was when Bisping fought this motherfucker. Like, what? How do you know all this shit? I just know UFC 1 through 8. dude, UFC 1 through 8, I got that shit down, dog.
Hey, how is your hot podcast doing? Look into it. How's it going?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't ever even pay attention to numbers or anything like that. I just do podcast after podcast. I try to be as entertaining as possible. I know I'm annoying sometimes, but I don't even pay attention. I just do the best I can do, and that's it. It's like my jujitsu. I don't even pay attention to how many. I don't know how many schools I have. I don't know how much money I don't know how much money my online tutorials are making. I don't even know. I don't pay attention. All I do is like, if I just do my best every day, it's all gonna work out somehow. And when I go to the store and I put my credit card in that motherfucker, if I just do my best, it's not gonna decline. And that's all I care about.
Respect.
Good way to
Respect.
live.
Yeah.
I don't even know, dude. I'm serious. I don't pay attention to how I'm doing. Sometimes it comes up and it's interesting. I'm like, damn, I gotta turn it up a notch. You know what I mean? You know, back when I used to have a business manager, I don't anymore. But when my business manager would call me and tell me, dude, you gotta stop spending money. Dude, it would freak me out. I'd be all bummed out all day. I'm like, damn, I gotta like, I can't just eat whatever the fuck I want. I can't just go to like whatever restaurant I want. I like doing that. So I work hard so I don't get those fucking phone calls like, dude, you got to slow down. I don't know what's going on financially, to tell you the truth.
Well, you have a great financial planner, your wife now. She fucking takes care of everything, right?
She's a shark. She handles everything.
Yeah,
so I just work hard. I just work hard and hopefully it all works out. So, you know, same. That's how I take comedy too. I'm like, I just do one comedy date at a time. And I hope I make these motherfuckers laugh. Sometimes it doesn't work out that well.
You're crushing. So Eddie, let's get into this. I love that we could talk. I love these shows with you because we can talk about some current event stuff. And one is how many people think that was Daryl Hammond or whatever.
No.
What's his name?
Daryl Hammond. I definitely think it wasn't Daryl Hammond.
What's his name?
There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Reggie Hammond. Remember what movie that was?
Daryl Hammond.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Now I can't even remember his name.
And his name is Reggie Hammond. You guys don't remember that?
No,
I have no idea what you're saying.
48 hours with Eddie Murphy.
Damar Hamlin.
48 hours. One of the greatest movies of all time.
Hamlin,
yeah. He kind of, Nick Nolte is another person you kind of sound like today, Sam. Yeah, I remember.
And the name of Reggie Hammond.
Thank you.
I went to see that with my dad.
Dude, 48 hours is amazing, dude. That's Eddie Murphy in his fucking prime.
We lost Eddie Bravo.
No, we're good. We're good.
No, he's here.
Okay.
I just had a call.
I just
had a call and I had to just decline it.
But yeah, Damar Hamlin, dude.
Hey, you know what? And the name of Reggie Hammond. But you know what? Right now, what I just got into, Sam, you're gonna like this. This is like 20 minutes ago.
Oh shit!
I just got into it. I just realized this, Sam, and you were on to something a couple weeks ago, and I heard about this before. I heard about it maybe a couple years ago, 5 years ago, where the driver was the one who shot JFK. Dude, watch that Zapruder fucking film. Unless that is some CGI extra shit that was added.
Well,
that
full disclosure,
that driver, he shot the fucking fatal blow. He did.
Well, Bill Cooper later on said he thought it was a doctored video.
Oh, really?
But I still think it happened.
You know what?
I think everybody.
If it's a doctored video, yes, then okay, they fooled us again. But regardless if it was the driver who shot the fatal blow or whatever, I'm 1,000,000% convinced a lot of motherfuckers were involved. CIA, fucking everybody, Lyndon B. Johnson, the vice president, they were all involved. They were all involved, and they all got together. And it looks like they had multiple shooters, and they all tried to shoot them. And then, like, the insurance, like, in my guesstimation, that driver was like the insurance. If we fucking miss this motherfucker, you got to pull that shit out and blast his head. That's what I think.
And I think
I
everybody
think
in
that
it, and I think everybody in it knew that they were going to throw Harvey Lee Oswald down the boat. Like they knew, like, oh, he's gonna the one that's going to go down. We're going to all shoot him, but he's the one
See,
that's
yeah,
going to be the
he's the
to
fucking
me,
patsy.
to me, the
for
most
sure.
interesting thing about what you're suggesting here with the driver being the shooter is that it implies that Jackie Kennedy was also in on it because she would have seen it. I mean, she was in the perfect
You know, but you
angle to see him
watch
turn
what she
around.
did. Watch what she did. She gets up and fucking jumps out of the car and tries to go out the back. She's
Right,
like,
but I'm
"Oh
saying
my
like
God."
it implies she's in it after the fact. You know, like somebody got to her and said, "Listen, you can't tell anybody what you saw," which that's really
I believe
interesting.
that. I believe
Yeah.
that. I believe probably, I don't know. I'm guessing, and thank God everybody's dead because they can't sue me or anything. But I'm guessing they probably sat Jacqueline Onassis Kennedy down and say, listen, your husband's been fucking everything. And they probably had to prove, because apparently, I don't know if it was true or not, but he had like on average one new mistress a month. That's what I don't know. That could be all bullshit. That could be all bullshit. But I can see if they made it up, it's either true or they made it up. And if it's true, they just sit her down and said, listen, your husband's a piece of shit. He's fucking all these hoes. He's fucking Marilyn Monroe. Or if it was false, and they just made it up, it still works. Because if they just like made it up and she believed it, she could go along with the cover up.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if you talk to Oli Demigard, he says that whole plaza is just all assassins. It's just like he's like John Wick, and they all get the call, and he goes in, and just everyone's doop doop, and bang bang bang. He couldn't get out of there alive. But the interesting thing, I'm not a Tucker Carlson fan because you know what he did to Gary Webb, but he just did an interesting segment on a show talking about why Nixon stepped down. And the belief is that Nixon stepped down because he pulled the head of the CIA into his office, and there's an audio recording of this. And he basically goes, I know the CIA assassinated Kennedy. And the CIA director just sat there quietly, didn't say anything. And next thing you know, he's got ran out, and because they forced Nixon to take Gerald Ford. He didn't want him, but they made him. So he took him on, and then bam, Gerald Ford stepped right in and was the president.
Yeah, you know, with Richard Nixon.
He was a CIA guy, by the way. Gerald Ford was a CIA guy.
Well, he was also on the Warren Commission, which exonerated the CIA from any wrongdoing. So that he was the perfect guy. The one thing about Nixon, though, is I don't know, maybe we got trumped. Maybe you know, because Nixon is notorious. He's like the most notorious president of all time. And maybe we got brainwashed into thinking that. It's hard to tell, but I mean, he was president. So, I mean, how did you become president if you weren't part of this shit? And he was responsible. He was the guy Richard Nixon was the guy who put together Operation 40, which was the 40 international assassins put together to take out Fidel Castro. So all that shit's really confusing. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a bad thing. Yeah, maybe Richard Nixon is the most notorious president of all time because we were brainwashed and they smeared him like with Trump. You know what I mean? Like Trump, people think Trump is a Nazi psychopath dictator. You know what I mean? When really he's just a fucking shit talking dude who is trying to drain the swamp. So when it comes to Nixon, it's hard to did we get brainwashed into thinking Nixon was this horrible person when really he was actually trying to drain the swamp? I will
say he did arrange delivering supplies and fuel to Israel during the Yom Kippur War. So he was a bit of a Zionist.
Well,
but how do we know? You know, when shit gets done during someone's presidency, dude, there's so much that goes involved into getting like a bill passed or like funding. It isn't like the president. It's like like you saw when Trump was president, dude. Everybody in government was against him. The House of Representatives were against. Everybody was.
I do think it was like he ordered it, though. It was like something that was from the president, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. With Nixon, I don't know. Is he bad or is he good? Fuck.
But I'm with you. I do think that he's been smeared after the fact so much that you're just supposed to say, because I mean, think about the stuff he did. He ended Vietnam. He ended the draft. He went to China. A lot of things that you could consider good if it wasn't for
he went to China.
Ended.
Like, what does that mean?
Like, nobody had gone to China before him. You know, there's this saying now: only Nixon could go to China, and it's because he opened up relations with China, kind of like Trump did with Russia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe Nixon was a good guy. I don't know. Fuck. And then you don't really know about like Ronald Reagan because I don't know Ronald Reagan. I would love to see a documentary about Ronald Reagan, like a truther documentary about Ronald Reagan. Like, I mean, they did try to assassinate him. They tried to JFK Ronald Reagan. So he must have been good, right? Yeah. For a while, but maybe after they almost killed him, maybe he just fucking snapped out of it and said, I'm going to go along with this shit.
Well, dude, after they almost killed him, that's when his brain went.
And George Bush Sr. was his vice president, but it had nothing to do with Ronald Reagan. Like, just like Gerald Ford and Richard Nixon, George Bush Sr., who was the head of the CIA, whose father, Prescott Bush, formed the fucking CIA. This motherfucker's vice president, and then they try to kill Ronald Reagan, and then if they would have succeeded, that would have meant George Bush Sr. would have been right. You know.
And by the way, Eddie. By the way, the guy who tried to kill Ronald Reagan was George Bush's cousin.
That makes sense, right?
He literally, their families had dinner the night before.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe the dude who shot Ronald Reagan, what was that guy, McKinley? What was
By the way, you know who else Hinckley is related to, Eddie? Do you know who else he's related to?
Who?
Barack Obama.
I believe it. I don't know why, but I do.
Bushes and the Obamas, their first common ancestor or their relative is a Hinckley.
That's crazy.
Hey guys, real quick, I want to tell you that this episode is brought to you by the free 5-day CBDC opt-out challenge.
Have you guys heard of CBDCs? That's central bank digital currencies. Listen, central banks worldwide, like the Federal Reserve, are developing CBDCs that will give them absolute power over the economy and your finances. CBDCs will allow central banks and governments to spy on all of your transactions, program your money so you can only buy certain things, freeze your funds, fine you, tax you directly, and shut you out of the economy. Remember when the Canadian government froze the bank accounts of citizens who donated to the Freedom Convoy? That's just a glimpse of what they'll do with CBDCs. But you have the power to break free from this system before it's even here. Want to know how? Go to cbdcopt-out.com. There you'll be able to join the free 5-day CBDC opt-out challenge going live February 6th to the 10th. This will give you a proven step-by-step method for buying and selling goods and services outside of the central bank financial system using alternative currencies, free markets, and powerful communities of freedom-loving people. If you want to know how to break free from CBDCs, go to cbdcoptout.com and join the free 5-day CBDC opt-out challenge that runs from February 6th to February 10.
Hey, everybody, we are in the thick of the NFL playoffs, and that's why I'm proud to tell you about our friends at DraftKings.
4 NFL teams, 2 conference championship games, and only a few more shots to win big on the playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Counting down to Super Bowl 57, new customers can bet just $5 and get 200 in free bets instantly. Not a new customer? You can feel the conference championship thrills with stepped up same game parlays. Take your shot at an even bigger NFL payout and boost your winnings with each leg you add up to 100%. I know Sam and I were just talking about how excited we are to see the Bengals and the Chiefs play. That's going to be a showdown of two of the best quarterbacks playing right now, and I can't wait to get in on the action at DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code TINFOIL. New customers can bet $5 on the conference championships and get 200 in free bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code TINFOIL. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
Aren't we doing Spokane and Tacoma again soon? What is up with that?
Yeah. Let's look at this. So this Thursday, we're at Harvell's in Long Beach. You can grab your tickets at samtripoli.com. Then on Saturday, we're at Bakersfield at the Well. And then let me go find out where our other one is.
And then we're doing Spokane at the end of February?
Yes, the 25th and the 24th. 25th and 24th.
Okay, so what's the 24th? Spokane?
Spokane's the 24th. Tacoma's the 25th. 10:30 and a 10 o'clock show. One show. 10:30, 10 o'clock.
How about the last time we went to Tacoma? How crazy was that?
Empty city.
It was Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon, we're in Tacoma. We got a show that night. And we're like, hey, what are you guys doing? You want to get something to eat? And we're like, yeah, let's go eat. We start walking downtown Tacoma. Everything's fucking closed. Everything's closed. And we're like, every restaurant's closed. And we're like, damn, we wanted to get like some nice barbecue restaurant, some steakhouse. Everything's closed. And we're like, oh, we're walking around downtown Saturday noon. Like everything should be bustling with fucking energy and people. Everything's closed. And then at one point, we're like, dude, I'm just going to let's just go to Subway. We saw Subway up the street. We're like, let's just do Subway, dog. You know what I mean? These restaurants are closed as fuck. That's so weird. So we walked over to Subway. Subway was closed. Subway was closed. We're like, what the fuck is going on? It was like the Twilight Zone. And then across the street, we saw a neon sign, a little sandwich shop. And we went in there, and there was some Korean ladies in there making sandwiches. I'm like, are you guys open? She goes, yeah, we open. And we ordered some sandwiches. And I remember, I go, why is everything closed? What's going on? She goes, nobody has work or nobody has help. People can't stay open. Everybody stay home. They're like, oh, shit. Tacoma, I hope Tacoma's recovered because we're going back.
Sure sign your city's dying.
25th? We're going back, but damn.
Yeah, we're going back, bro. We're not afraid.
You know what? I'm going right to that Subway. I'm gonna that motherfucker better be open. I need that tuna fish sandwich on wheat, dog.
The sure sign your city is dying is when your Subway's closed on Saturdays. That's a sure sign.
Oh yeah, you know it's trouble. You know it's over, dude. Your Subway's never fucking closed, dog. On a Saturday at noon? Dude, you guys should be making all sorts of sandwiches at that point.
So, Eddie.
Fucking peppers and shit.
Eddie, have you seen the video of DeMar Hamlin at the game last night? Have you seen these videos?
Yes, he's doing all those signs. I thought he was doing the heart sign, like I love you, but then people say, oh no, he's doing the triangle Illuminati. I got that. Isn't that the heart
angles. Sign? It's angles. So you could easily be like, yeah, but do you think it's weird that they didn't show his face?
Everything is fucking weird. But the one thing, okay, so there's two main theories. Is he had some kind of heart issue and it was all legit, and then all that was legit, heart issues, CPR saved him. I heard CPR never saves anybody. So when I heard they were doing CPR, because I had to deal with CPR, you know, being in as a corner for UFC fighters, you got to do like CPR fucking training and shit. And when you look into CPR training, if you're doing CPR, that dude's dead. Generally, it's like last fucking like we gotta like at least pump on his heart. So when I heard that, oh, they're doing CPR on the field, I go, oh, he's dead. I was like, he's dead. You know, because based on what I heard, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I had false information about CPR, but it seemed like what I've come across, once you start doing CPR, like the chances of bringing a dude back from CPR, that shit only happens in the movies, dog. But hey, it worked, and he came back. So I'm like, wow, CPR worked. I thought it didn't work. I thought it was all bullshit. I thought CPR was just like last ditch effort. Like you might as well pump on his, like start slamming down on his heart, but it worked, and now he's back. So fuck, I don't know. And then the other
okay, here it is.
It went down like we saw it, or it was some kind of 33 Masonic fucking temple type thing. I don't know. He is number 3, so I don't know. What do you think? What's going on?
The success rate of CPR outside of a hospital is 5 to 10%. So what? And then we'll watch that video. Then what you're saying is not only did it work once because he supposedly died, they brought him back. Then they had to do it again, and you're saying they brought him back again. That's what they're saying.
Okay, so if it was like some kind of staged event, what would be the purpose? Because all that did was give more fuel to the vaccines are causing heart attacks movement. You know what I mean? So why would they do that? Like, why would it be fake? Why would they stage that?
I think he really died. I don't think it's staged. But I think something really happened.
That's what people are faking, that he's alive.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's dead. So he's gone.
That's what you know what? For a second, I was thinking that. For a little second, I'm like, damn, because I thought this is what I thought. Okay, he died, and they're pretending like he's still alive until they figure out how they're gonna fucking deal with this shit and do damage control. So I thought, okay, he's dead. If they're doing CPR on the field, that dude died, and they're just pretending he's alive until they figure out how they're gonna spin this shit. So. And then he survived. So, you know what? When I heard he survived and he's alive, I'm like, oh shit, they're not going to go with, okay, so he did survive. So I didn't even think of what you just said, that he actually did die, and they're pretending. It's better if they pretend he's alive, I guess, right? I don't know.
But what's the long game here? Because they're going to have to show his face eventually.
Well,
so are they cloning him? Is that what's happening?
Here's what I think is a long game. I think what they could do, well, there's a couple different things. One, they could easily be making it look like he's dead. So all of us are like, look, he's dead. He's lying. Oh, my God. And then they're like, no, he's alive. Don't trust them. They think everybody's dead. So they discredit us that way, right?
Yeah.
But there's also a thing that they're just going to wait long enough for this to cycle out of the news. And then something else might happen. Where they'll be like, "Oh my God, he survived! Now he
Final
choked
destination."
Yeah.
He choked on something and he died, or he got in a car crash." Johnny, will you find the video of him walking to the elevator? That is,
I got it right here.
So this guy was they had to resuscitate him twice. He's died twice. He heart problems. He got his chest got beat the fuck out of by doing pumping.
Yeah, by pumping. That stuff really is painful.
Not just once, twice. Okay, twice.
I think it's in this montage here.
So here's one of it.
Hold on, just it's loading.
Stu Peters don't give a shit, dude.
I mean, and it happened on Monday Night Football before playoffs with the heart problem. Like, that's the last thing America wants to see before Super Bowl weekend, like a guy that died of a heart attack or something. So let's wait till after the Super Bowl, after we make our money, and then, like you said, something happens, some final destination shit. Because,
well, we're in the place right now where you start to, if that's one of it. He's back.
They really don't want me to see this video.
Yeah.
That's it. So what am I looking at in this video?
So
Nothing
then-
right now.
Okay.
Can't get the damn thing to
Just Google Daryl Damar Hamlin.
It's not
play.
working.
It was playing just a second ago. Like I watched it just a moment ago.
Damar Hamlin at elevator. See if you can find that, because that one's the weirdest one. So you have Damar Hamlin going through some doorway, walking through, and then you already have like a row of security stopping anyone from getting to him.
Yeah, no, it's in this video. I just can't get this damn thing to play. Actually, I'm gonna send you this link.
Oh, here we
got
go. You had it. You had it. There we go. So now he looks like one of the amigos.
So what am I looking at?
Can you blow it up a bit? Actually, like full screen it.
This is so weird. You guys can't watch this. This is so crazy.
You know what's crazy is every single motherfucking time I do a podcast, and I mean every single fucking time with Jim Brewer, dude, I get mass crazy fucking interference.
Yeah,
dude. I
had
just
that.
did one 3 days ago. It doesn't stop. And
Is this you actually?
and
Yeah.
go ahead.
Is it frozen?
No, I stopped it because Bravo was talking.
Oh
No, play
Play,
it.
play.
No, you're frozen. It's not moving.
do you see it actually?
It's frozen.
Yeah, we don't see anything.
It's frozen. Yeah, I could.
It's-
You guys don't
that
see
ain't
that?
playing shit.
Oh wait, okay, mine's playing now. Hold on, I can go back to it. That's so weird.
So
Who is sharing the screen?
It's XG, but it's just okay. I think it's
I think
in
you gotta
this.
get your shit together. Let's say. Okay, so what am I looking at?
that's look at him. Look at that. Hamlin family. Oh, here, watch this. Watch this. This is him coming to the elevator. That's him in the hoodie.
Dude, he's dead. Dude, he's dead.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy
Doesn't look-
is so hiding. That guy
Look
is
at
so
this.
hiding.
I mean,
That's them.
That is
Eddie.
weird.
This
That
is
could be
them
anybody.
showing him at the game. This is them showing him at the game.
What if that was Michael Jackson?
It looked more like Michael Jackson than the football player. That's for sure.
Dude, if they haven't showed him. So, okay, wait a minute.
Here we
They
go.
haven't showed a clear shot of his face.
That's him.
Okay, he's dead.
No, and he never took that thing off his face. You never saw him below his nose. It was like
Dude,
this
if
the
we
whole time.
can't. Oh no. Okay, this is fake. Oh my god. They haven't showed his face. Okay,
No,
so we
not once.
Have they showed his face since that situation?
I haven't seen it. No,
Nope.
No, but so is that what Stu Peters is saying? Goes, we haven't seen his face.
that's right.
No.
Oh, okay. He's dead. That motherfucker dead. Holy shit. Can you get sued for saying someone's dead that's actually alive?
He was also supposed to be on oxygen.
They're gonna get me for $3 trillion. For saying that
Yeah, what's
he's
that worth?
alive. I'm like, he's alive. Oh no, he's dead. No, he's. Oh no, wait a minute. So Alex Jones got sued for $1 billion for saying someone's alive
Mhm.
when they're really dead. So if you say someone's really dead when they're really alive, I wonder if that's worse or better. What's worse?
I don't know, man. That's litigious math. I don't know.
We need a lawyer for that
I would
one.
say, hey, dude, I would say if the world thinks someone's dead and you're saying no, they're alive, isn't that good news? If I had someone that I loved that was dead, and then someone said no, they're actually alive, bro. I would say, can you fucking show me where they're at? Are you sure? Wouldn't that be good news? Isn't that good news?
If they were alive, but if they're not alive, now they're just fucking with you. And that's pretty, like,
Okay, 1 billion. 1 billion.
1 billion.
1 billion.
Well,
So if
I
someone
mean,
died, and someone else said, no, they're alive, but they really died, the guy that was trying to tell you that they were alive, that would be good news if he was correct. But since he was incorrect, $1 billion.
Sounds about right. 1 billion.
Yeah, 1 billion. Dude, that lawsuit is fucking hysterical. $1 billion. Because he said some dude that, or the kids that died were alive.
By the way,
which would be the best news ever. But since you're wrong about the best news ever, 1 billion. 1 billion, dog. You were wrong. You were hoping for the best news ever. Hey, they're actually alive. But you were wrong.
Philosophical Bravo.
What?
I love philosophical Bravo. Like deep talk Bravo.
Hey, dude, if you got good news, you better fucking prove it, dog. You better fucking prove it, because if you don't if you don't have the evidence, 1 billion.
Well, the craziest part is that the family had to pay that of the kid who they said did it had to pay way less than Alex Jones. So the guy who actually quote did it didn't have to pay as much as Alex Jones did.
So it's worse to wrongly accuse somebody of being alive when they're dead than to kill somebody.
Yeah,
to kill them. That's crazy.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can kill them, just don't be wrong about them being killed.
The crazy thing about that whole situation was, you backtrack and you say, hey, listen, I'm sorry, I was wrong. 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 And you still get $1 billion. Looking back, what would have happened if you would have just stuck to the story? 2 billion? 5 trillion? Jail? Prison? Like if Alex Jones would have said, yo, the government did Operation Northwoods. Like Operation Northwoods. Once you find that out, then okay. If they're willing to do Operation Northwoods, they're willing to do fucking anything. So let's see some evidence and facts. Let's see some and if Alex would have just said, you know what? That was shady as fuck, dude. Look at the evidence. Look at all this shit. And if he would have just stuck to that, what would have happened?
Well, here's the whole thing.
It seems like he went like, oh, okay, I was wrong, because he didn't want to get sued. And then he ended up getting sued for $1 billion anyway. So what's the point of backtracking? Right?
It's not like they could have sued him more. He should have doubled down and took the 1 billion.
1 billion's a lot, dog, for saying someone didn't die. You said someone didn't die, and you get $1 billion. Billion. You could buy a fucking dude. That fucking parent, that Robbie, whatever the fuck, that dude could buy the fucking Nuggets next year. the Denver Nuggets. Robbie Parker, that's his name. That dude could buy the Denver Nuggets now.
I mean, no, he could probably get the San Antonio Spurs and still have some left over.
He could buy 5 USFL teams.
Yeah. He could own the WNBA, bro. He could own the WNBA.
He could run that soccer league, dude. He could own both teams in the soccer Super Bowl, dog. That dude. That guy got a lot of money. Damn, that's a lot.
He hasn't got it yet. He's gonna appeal this to the end. It's never gonna stop. And these are things that are being done to send messages to don't criticize the government. That's really what they're doing. They're like, don't criticize us. And bang, 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 bang. But it's also very interesting on who gets censored, who doesn't. It's super interesting.
Yeah.
Super excited to tell you about our friends, James McMahon and Copy My Crypto. Go check out Copy My Crypto. Let me tell you about it.
Listen, so many people are making ridiculous money from crypto, but did you know it's easy for you to do the same? The Copy My Crypto membership site shows you the coins that YouTuber James McMahon personally holds and allows you to copy them. It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest. You simply need to do what he does, okay? So let me tell you about James. He runs Crypto with James YouTube channel, which despite heavy censorship has over 26,000 subscribers. Good for him. Since March 2020, he's told his viewers to buy 26 crypto coins. Had you put $100 in each, it'd be worth 123,000, okay? Of the 26 coins, his top pick of the year, a coin called Phantom, went up 692 times from what he said. That one cause retired a number of people, including guys in their 20s and 30s. Remember, this is public knowledge. You can go to his YouTube and verify this yourself. So if you'd like to join the 2,800 members who copy James, then stop what you're doing and head over to copymycrypto.com/TFH. That's copymycrypto.com/TFH. That's TFH. You'll not only find proof of everything I've said, but my listeners will get full access for just $1. Once again, that's copymycrypto.com/TFH. The recession is here, guys. You can suffer like everyone else or choose to thrive. James is the real deal. Go visit the site now.
I do feel that at this present time, we are finding out that they don't have that much fucking power. Not as much power as we thought they had. Yeah, they sued Alex Jones for $1 billion, but they ain't gonna get shit. You know what I mean? He's gonna appeal that shit. Oh, that was all for show. That was theater. He's gonna
That
like
judge
$1 billion for saying
hard.
someone didn't die. Dude, eventually someone with fucking half a brain is going to fucking acquit that shit and dismiss that shit. You know what I mean? You say someone didn't die and it's $1 billion. Didn't that's like, dude, with $1 billion, you know how many fucking anti-rocket missiles we could send to Ukraine for $1 billion? You know what I mean? You know how, dude, Robbie Parker could save Ukraine on his own.
We should start that campaign that these the Sandy Hook family.
Hey, dude. Hey, if Robbie Parker, if he's if he's a legit American, he would donate that $1 billion to Ukraine to help fight Russia. You know?
Oh yeah.
Russia, they don't fuck around, dog. They need, dude. They just ask for another $1 billion. They go, can we get another? They just can we get it? Like, hey, yo, we're gonna need a couple more $1 billion, dog. These motherfuckers got a lot of tanks. You didn't see Rocky IV, dog? You didn't see Rocky IV? We need a couple more, $2 more billion. Get $2 more billion. Write another fucking bill. You write another motherfucking bill right now.
You know what the Ukraine is like? When you randomly get hit up on Instagram, people are like, hey, can you cash at me $100? You're like, who are you? That's Ukraine. Yo, dog, send me a bill.
I would really like to know how that shit's going down, dog. Like, God damn. Like, how much does Joe Biden owe Ukraine? Like, dude, he must owe them like fucking $15 billion fucking dollars or something. They're like, dude, we're going to get our fucking money one way or another. And you know what? He could probably pay it. All he got to do is sell a couple of his fucking islands and he'll be fine. But what they're trying to do is like, let's see if we can get the taxpayers to pay the fucking bill. You know what I mean? They're just, let's write another bill, dog. The Ukraine aid that we got to save Ukraine.
It's all money laundering.
Yeah, like,
it's money laundering.
Imagine what they're doing with that money. Do you even think they're buying one rocket with that money? Dude, I don't even think $1 is being spent on a fucking bullet. They're just fucking they're buying islands. That's what I think it is. I think everyone's like, there's a big like island community, like there's a level right where the Rothschilds are, and like it's just all about islands. Like if you don't have everybody wants like the best island. And there's all these islands around like Greenland, and they're all fighting over the fucking islands and talking shit. They probably got their own social media where they just talk shit on each other's islands. And like, bitch, you don't. How many helicopters you got, motherfucker? Like, bitch, I got 17 helicopters. And like, you know, it's like, where's all this money going to? Like, what are you buying? Like, what kind of fucking yachts are you guys? Like, they probably got a yacht. They probably laugh at Conor McGregor's $10 million yacht. They probably think that's for, like, this motherfucker got a $10 million yacht. They probably like, what? They probably got like $1 trillion submarine palaces. Like, they're like under shit. They're like under the Pacific Ocean in like some dreamland fantasy submarine where they could just do whatever the fuck they want. Right? Yeah. Like, they're dealing with a lot of money because they need more fucking, you need more money. Like, where's this money going? Like, there's got to be someone in like Biden's aides just like, where is, you guys need another billion? Like, where is it? Yeah, dude, the money just goes quick, dog. We need another billion, dog. Okay, fuck. You know, Nancy Pelosi's not speaking. Like, we can just give Kevin McCarthy a helicopter. He'll be fine. Trust me.
I mean, you are right. Where is the money going? I mean, it's not
there's so much money. Maybe it's a whole shit, like an army of people you got to pay off, and like 1 billion is like, dude, that's nothing. 1 billion can only, we're gonna give everybody fucking $15,000 for 1 billion. We need $1 trillion, dog. We need $1 trillion. That's what we need. Baby needs a new island.
Well, John Kerry.
I gotta get they get their kids islands for like fucking Christmas. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that can get expensive.
Yeah. A billion is like when your grandpa used to give you $1, and like, hey, here you go, buddy. Don't spend this on. Oh, $1 billion.
Yeah.
Well, John Kerry's talking about how they need $1 trillion to fight global warming. I mean, they're just throwing these numbers out.
Yeah, $1 trillion. What does that even mean? $1 trillion.
Dude, the money they're getting to stop global warming, not even $5 goes to that shit. That shit's you know what? They don't even have enough money. They're thinking long game. Like right now, if we pass this fucking carbon tax global bill, it only means like, 10 million for everybody in the Illuminati. It's like, that ain't that much. You can't get no good islands for 10 million. For 10 million, shit, you get back like Little St. James and shit. Like Little St. James, and Jeffrey Epstein was probably a wannabe. You know what I mean? Like, oh, look at this guy.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, I'll blackmail people for you. I'll blackmail you. It's like this motherfucker. No, I'll blackmail everybody for you. I promise. He was probably annoying. They go, dude, just fucking get that guy arrested. Fuck that. And his little Ghislaine. They're probably small fucking time. Little St. James.
For sure.
The real islands are
totally
off the coast of Greenland. Off the coast of Greenland, dude, there's fucking like 75,000 premium islands all around Greenland, dog. That's where the action's at.
You can get Little St. James for 22 million.
Yeah, that ain't shit. Dude, are you kidding? Rothschild's probably like Little St. James is probably like, that's nothing. They go, oh my God, that's where the peasant, the low level Illuminati, low level, like the dudes who just get in, like look at the client list.
If you can't land a plane, can't land a plane on it, we don't want to hear about it.
Yep, Johnny's right.
That's it.
Yeah, they used to fight to fly into bigger St. James.
Fucking bro. Yeah. Dude, Jeffrey Epstein's probably just some annoying ass low level Illuminati. Like,
dude, I bet you the Rothschilds are too.
Oh,
I bet you the Rothschilds are too.
They probably laughed at the celebrities that like Jeffrey Epstein was getting. Like, oh my God! Like they look at the list, they're like, oh my God, this guy got nobody. No, he really didn't have that many rock stars. You know what I mean? And you know why my theory about him he didn't really get that many high level like rock star dudes. He got a couple. But I think when you're first getting into you're first getting into Hollywood or the music business, they're like right away, they invite you to fucking this billionaire's island. And they're like, okay, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. Shit, there's a lot of chicks there. So they get the people easy, like when they first get into the industry. But because they're like, shit, island party, billionaire, fuck yeah. Who doesn't want to in the Bahamas? Who's going to say no? To go, you want to go take a private jet to a fucking billionaire's island where they're going to party. They're not going to mention the kids, though. They never mention the kids. Oh, dude, you want to party with kids? They're never going to mention that shit. You find out they have kids when you get there. You get there like, dude, what are all these fucking kids doing here? People brought their kids like, no, dude, those are the bitches. You know, so it's like the people, it's very easy to get low-level motherfuckers to go to that island. You just say it's a party island with a billionaire and everybody goes, are models and all this shit. But you get high-level rock stars, you try to get them on a private plane to go to a fucking island to go party with some chicks. They're like, why would I do that? I got the party at my fucking house, dude. These chicks are like all around me. Why would I get on a private jet? So that's why I think that Jeffrey Epstein wasn't nabbing like all the rock stars. I think a bunch of motherfuckers are like, dude, I got my own party at my own house and my own mansion. I don't need no fucking billionaire Bahamas. They weren't excited about that at all. So I think they got all the low-level actors at first, and then some of them ended up.
What about the Clintons?
What was that?
What about the Clintons?
Clintons are rock stars. You know what I mean? There ain't that many. Like if they threw like political after parties, yeah, you know, whatever chicks were there, I'm sure Bill Clinton had, you know, a lot of power. You know, like a political party after party, and it's like, Bill, come to Bill Clinton's after party. You know, after the fucking. We read the fucking new bill or whatever. This after party at Clinton's, and they probably were at some pizza fucking joint or some shit. But yeah, Bill Clinton would have access to like the best, like the hottest, like political chicks there. Yeah, for sure. But he's not like a fucking Lenny Kravitz or something like that. You know what I mean? You go to a Lenny Kravitz after party, shit. It's all chicks, all super hotties. I don't think a lot of hotties are showing up to Bill Clinton's fucking after party at fucking, you know, in DC. So he would have a reason to go to, he would be enticed to go to an island and fucking, you know, and party there. So I could see that. But you ain't gonna get like, you know, Axl Rose to go to no fucking Epstein Island. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, why would I go there? I got a million bitches all over me. The last thing I want to do is get on a fucking plane and more bitches. You know what I mean? I don't see Axl Rose on that fucking list. Unless, you know, I don't know. I don't see no Axl Rose. I didn't see any like high level real rock stars.
Saw a lot of female comics. That's it. There was like 4 or 5 female comics.
Yeah, I didn't see Bruce Dickinson on that motherfucking list. Even Rob Halford. Rob Halford, you know, that motherfucker's wild as fuck. Read the lyrics. Read the lyrics. Rob Halford, Judas Priest. Read the lyrics. Eat Me Alive off Defenders of the Faith. Read the lyrics to Eat Me Alive off Defenders of the Faith. That motherfucker didn't even, that guy, island. I'm gonna take a weekend off and go to some fucking island with some billionaire dude. Who gives a fuck about that? So they weren't getting the real rock stars. They were getting like the low level guys, right?
I agree. I think if you had a jet, you weren't going. Like The Rock, you're not catching The Rock. The Rock has his own jet. He, like you said, I don't need to get on a plane to go hang out with one of the billionaire. It's like low level shit.
It's guys that are just getting into the industry. If you're just getting into, you're like, oh my God, I just got a record deal, and now I got invited to some fucking island in the Bahamas. They're gonna party like Ibiza. Like, you don't know everybody. Yeah, like, fuck yeah, let's go. You know what I mean?
Do you think they invited Wanda Sykes for diversity? This is too white. We need a black person now. Can we? And she's lesbian. Get her.
Who's on the list besides Bill Clinton? Do we know who's on the list multiple times?
Oh shit. I don't know if anyone's done that. I know Kathy Griffin went, Chelsea Handler, Wanda Sykes.
Well, there's this whole thing too about what's the real list. I've seen like 4 different lists. I don't know which one is it.
The list could be fake. Like, what about this? Like I'm afraid to say any names on the list because the list could be fake. Like it's just words. It's just font. You know what I
Chris
mean? Like how do
Tucker.
we know those? It could be. I don't know. I don't know what's real. I mean, the one thing that seems to be real, the one name, because it was on the list 26 times, and I didn't see 26 lists. How do we know it was on? But it was Bill Clinton 26 times.
Yeah.
Nobody seems to dispute that. He doesn't. Nobody comes out and says that's bullshit. It could be bullshit. You know, what if Bill Clinton's just a really good guy? what if we've been brainwashed? Hillary is just like this nice woman who really cares about America. You know what I mean? Well, how crazy would that be?
That would be hilarious. Yeah.
That's one of the lists right there. Like we said, could be one of them.
But like, how do we know that's the list though? How do we confirm? Maybe someone confirmed it.
Bill Murray.
Someone has the answers to that.
That's Bill Murphy.
Who?
Yeah.
Not Bill Murray.
Yeah. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. God, you can't trust anybody now.
No, wait, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.?
Yeah.
That's what this list says. That's what this
John
list
Glenn?
says.
What was John Glenn doing there? Guy's like 100 years old when the island was kicking.
How do we know this list is real though? You know what I mean?
We don't. Yeah. Naomi Campbell? What's
yeah,
she
well,
doing?
she definitely was.
Alan Dershowitz. I mean, we've seen that one on every list, so we know that's.
Well, here we go. Somebody named Secret Service was there 4 times. Sounds like a rapper.
That'd be a perfect name, dude, for a rapper.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Secret Service. Oh my God, that's so good. Sam, can you rhyme?
I cannot.
Okay, because that could be your name.
Thank you, bro. My rapper, Secret Service.
Let's see. They front loaded this list. All the good names are at the top.
Right. Yeah. All the good names are at the top.
It's a bunch of Russians now.
Johnny and I have had discussions. There was this thought that Michelle Wolf might be on it because there was an M. Wolf, but there's also someone that was like vice president at the CDC named M. Wolf. So that could easily be him. So I don't know Michelle Wolf. I just saying she said she's never gone, but you know, that
would be weird, right? Was there anybody else on her level that went?
Well, the only thing that got weird about Michelle Wolf going is like she did get the
correspondence dinner. Yeah.
Correspondence dinner and a Netflix political television show. And you're like, where's this coming from? But, you know, Ari loves her. I don't know, man. You know, she writes for Chappelle. I don't know, man. But so
it's hard to tell. It's what we're learning. We're learning a lot. We're learning how they control people and how much less control of celebrities they have than we thought. Because we really don't know the process of how they control celebrities. We really don't know. And we really don't know what percentage of high level celebrities are controlled. Because little by little, every day there's a new celebrity growing a set of balls, talking shit. You know, we have like Elon Musk. Like, what is that? Like, is Elon Musk, is that for real? He seems to be saying like, he seems to be waking up, but maybe that's a trick. I don't know. And then Bill Maher, like, damn, Bill Maher, you would think he was captured by the deep state, and you would think he got these shows because he's on Team Demon. But damn, he's saying a lot of anti-Team Demon stuff. So is that part of the plan? Like, okay, you're going to pretend like you're waking up and you're going to talk shit for this reason to distract from that. I don't know. Or is he legit waking up? Is Elon Musk legit waking up? Or is he just playing a deep state part? Okay, you're going to be the savior. You're going to buy Twitter and you're going to pretend like you're waking up. It's hard to tell what the fuck is real and what is not. But you can say based on what Bill Maher's saying, based on like Jimmy Dore, and based on like Joe Rogan. You know, people think like, oh, Joe Rogan, he sold out a long time ago and all that shit. But if Joe Rogan was deep state and people think like he's deep state, I know he's not deep state, but people think that. Why would he have Dr. Peter McCullough on his show, like jacking the vaccine. Why would he have, he was deep state, why would he have Dr. Malone crushing the vaccine? That's not deep state-ish. That's not deep state. Why would he have Sunjay Gupta, the CNN doctor, why would he have him on and fucking obliterate that guy? So, you know, we're learning like, damn, okay, maybe the deep state don't have as much control as you might think. How is Dr. Peter McCullough walking around alive? How is Robert Malone, Dr. Robert Malone, crushing the vaccines? Why would they be doing that if they were deep state? So,
well, your boy, Dr.
maybe,
Shiva, called me Joe Rogan's bitch because I was defending. He was going off on Joe Rogan on this show, and I'm like, dude, he's my friend. Chill.
Who's this? Say this again.
Dr. Shiva.
Yeah, Dr. Shiva. Yeah, he's on that. Everybody is a show. He's on the Everybody's a show.
Yeah.
And, he goes after him, everybody. I don't know. I don't think everybody's a show. We totally think when people say Joe Rogan is a show, I'm like, dude, you guys just gotta just sit down and do the fucking math. If he was a show, why would he have McCullough and Malone on his podcast, Brett Weinstein, talking mad anti-deep state shit? Why would he do that? Yes, he's got a lot of other guests that are fucking sus. Like he brings on like obvious deep state shill guests. He brings on a lot of them. So that gives fuel to the people that are all on team Joe Rogan is a show. You know what I mean? When he brings on like certain dudes, like you would think like, damn, okay, that's one for their side. You know what I mean? But he also brings on people that talk a lot of shit. I mean, Joe Rogan talks a lot of shit on Joe Biden. He talked and for a while. What about that? Yeah, you know, he's still on that side when in regards to this, and he's still on that side in regards to that. And when he talks about that, yeah, it is fucking painful. But at least maybe it makes it more powerful. Actually, it makes the message more powerful because of Joe Rogan. Like, let's say 8 years ago, he decided to go full blown. I love Alex Jones. He does as a person, he does. But in public, he's not. Joe Rogan is not. I'm 1,000% with everything Alex Jones says. I'm 1,000. Alex Jones is fucking right. I'm 1,000%. Joe Rogan, it never goes, I'm 1,000%. I'm with Alex Jones. He says, I love Alex Jones. He's a friend of mine. He's been a friend of mine for a long time, but he believes in a lot of crazy shit. That's Joe Rogan's stance, right? But so it sucks. It sucks because he's saying Alex Jones is wrong about certain things when Alex Jones is right about those fucking things, dog. You know what I mean? So Joe isn't 100%. Joe isn't 100% right on everything, but
yeah, he's a human being.
At least Joe is going after the vaccines, man. You got to fucking remember that. At least he's doing that. He's not 100% with everything. You know what I mean? We argue. You know, I'm flat as fuck. He's still a baller. Yeah, you know what I mean? We don't agree on that shit. There's a lot of shit we don't agree on. But what I do is I focus on the good things that he's doing and the good things that his podcast is doing and the good things that he's doing. Dude, when he smashed Sanjay fucking Gupta, dude, you're going to ignore that? It's like people that there's a lot of people out there that are awake and they're red pilled. And what they do is they put out information and they try to spread the truth. Right. And why are they spreading the truth? To talk to people in the echo chamber or to try to wake people up? And the answer is, of course, to try to wake people up. You're posting information and you're trying to show people the truth, what you think the truth is. Right. So if you're trying to do that and it works, let's say it works, like, fuck, you woke somebody up. They're awake, not woke. It's so confusing, but you finally posted enough information or you spread enough information where mission accomplished. You actually awaken some people that were asleep, right? And this is brand new. You woke them up. Is that good or bad? Obviously, it's good. It's good. You finally got through to them. Now they're awake, right? You finally did that. Can you imagine how retarded it would be to talk shit on that guy that you just got through to? He's now awake, but you bring up shit he posted 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and say, that guy's not awake. That guy's full of shit. Look what he was saying over here. Look what he was saying over there. He's not awake. I don't believe that, dude. I don't believe that, dude. Look, he's saying good shit now, but 3 months ago, he was saying this. 2 years ago, he was saying that. That would be retarded, right? You're like, wait a minute, you just awakened him, dog. Yes, that was the mission. The mission is to awaken people that are posting dumb shit, right? So you succeeded, they're awakened, and now you're talking shit on them for shit that they posted 2 years ago? Doesn't make any sense, right? You just shouldn't be talking shit on, oh, he believed that. I don't know. It could be all a trick. I don't even know what the fuck to believe, all right? But I'm hoping that Elon Musk is awakening. So that would mean that they really didn't have that much of control of him. You know, he did take a lot of government money for Tesla and all the carbon credit money he was making, and he is faking shit into space. He faked launching a fucking car into space. Like I can't forget that. But who knows? Maybe the real story was like, dude, like they wanted me to fucking do this fucking fake car thing in space. I did it for the subsidies. I had to. I was like, okay, you know, you could tell, because the first thing I said is you could tell it's real because it's so fake. That should have let you know that I wasn't like, I'm just, you know, there was a gun to my head, dog. They're saying just say that we launched a car into space. Like maybe that's the real story. Maybe the real story is like, dude, that wasn't my idea. They're making me do this shit. And now he's like trying to separate himself from that. I don't know. That could be bullshit. Maybe he's full-blown deep state, and his job now, his acting job now, is to be like, is to post things that people that were awakened would post, red pill type stuff, and that's what he's doing. So maybe that's the play. Maybe he's acting, and there's a reason for it, and we're being played. It could easily be that. I don't know. I hope it's not that. Damn, I hope it's not that. I hope he's awakened, and I hope that there's hope for our future. Because I'll tell you this, if Donald Trump is deep state, and this whole Donald Trump thing is deep state, all this time, all these years, and he's all deep state, we're finished. There's no way we can survive. If Donald Trump is deep state, and this was all like theater and all the hate towards Donald Trump and all the shit they've been trying to do to Donald, all the shit, all the Russian collusion, the FISA warrants, and all that shit was all staged, and that wasn't real. Like they actually are on the same team, and they all are, like Hillary and Trump actually are friends, and they're like, they're just playing a role. Whoa, it's over. It's over. There's no way we're gonna survive that. We're gonna be China. We're gonna be fucking China in no time. If Donald Trump is fake, we are China, and there's no way around it. We're done.
If that is so true, that's like chess. That's chess to us, because we're playing checkers if they're over there with Donald Trump being inside deep state and they're fucking with us.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is. If he's not, and the hate is real, and all the shit that they're trying to pin on him is real, if that's all real, then we actually have hope. Then there's hope. Then he really is trying to drain the swamp. Who doesn't want the fucking swamp drained? Who thinks there is no swamp? Are there people out there that think that there's no swamp? Whether we're draining it or not, whether we're draining the swamp or not, there's a fucking swamp. There's a fucking swamp. You think there's no swamp? Oh no, there's no corruption. There's no corruption. Nobody thinks that. Even the dumb, even fucking 3-year-old retarded babies know the government is corrupt. You know what I mean? So the question isn't whether there's a swamp or not. The question is Donald Trump legit trying to drain it? Is he faking it? Because other fakers have said it. Because even Nancy Pelosi, like 15 years ago, she's on. She goes, "We're gonna drain the swamp. We're gonna drain the swamp." So, and she is like about as demonic as you can get. So, it doesn't mean Donald Trump's legit. I hope he is. Shit. Because if he ain't, we're done. We're China. It's happening. It already happened in China. Fucking Klaus Schwab is talking about China, the model society for the world. That's what how Klaus Schwab is allowed to talk publicly. These motherfuckers are having they're having conferences about the New World Order. They're like, why are you guys videoing? Like, I would tell Klaus Schwab, dog, if I was his aide, I go, dude, we shouldn't be videotaping this shit, dog. We should just have these fucking meetings in fucking secrecy, like we used to. Remember the Bilderberg days? Nobody knew shit.
Well, what does that make you think, though, Eddie? Does that make you think that maybe the information they're putting out there is not the real shit? It can't be, right?
What information?
Like everything he says there, like Davos, World Economic Forum, all that stuff. That makes me think that that's the stuff they mean to. Do you really think that he's saying things that they don't want out there?
I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think, but I think at one point, because it used to be in secret, because Alex Jones said, do they meet in secret in the Bilderberg Hotel? The reason why they called it the Bilderberg Group is because it was at the Bilderberg Hotel.
Yeah, I think they still do that, though. They just have this now, so the normies can say, see, this is their meeting. It's not some big secret. And then they still have that other meeting, right?
Exactly.
So many meetings, so many.
So that's what I think it is.
That's all these dudes do is meet. It's just a meeting all the time.
I think you're absolutely right. I think at one point they decided, you know what? People are finding out about our Bilderberg meetings. Maybe we should fucking just put it in their face, and that'll destigmatize the whole meeting. And it's like, oh, they're just talking about climate change.
Yeah.
It could be that. I mean, but when you hear that, Klaus, I want to see a documentary on that motherfucker. I would watch that shit, and I would hope it would be 3 fucking hours. I want to know all about where did that guy come from? How the
Nazi?
fuck? Yeah, exactly. I want to know that shit. I would watch it right now. I would put everything down. I would cancel my fucking class I got to teach. I go, you know what? Can you cover my class? I got some important. My baby got sick, and I think I got to to the ER. I would use that one, because you could use that one once every 6 months, and I would watch that shit now. I say, dude, the baby's sick. I would go to the hospital. Dude, can you cover class? And then I would watch that Klaus Schwab documentary, dog. I would watch that right the fuck now. I would order. I was planning on going to Maselli's and getting some chicken marsala. God damn, dog. God damn. But if that was on right now, I would fucking just order Chipotle, dog.
So if they're showing us the World Economic Forum and all that, do you think they did the same thing with Bohemian Grove? That they let Alex Jones in there for us to see it?
Maybe. Who knows? How did he get in? Or maybe it was
yeah.
Maybe it was easy to get in.
They were moving
Maybe it was easy to
Burning
get in.
Man.
Maybe it was easy to get in. It seems like because they know the demons know that the most powerful tool in totalitarianism is the media. The media is how you do it, and the media can make it seem like anything is way bigger than it actually is. So maybe they like it when people put out videos saying how evil and murderous the deep state is, or the Illuminati is, because in reality, maybe they have such small numbers. You know what I mean? The numbers are so small. How many evil demonic people can there be? Most people are good people. Most people want to go to fucking barbecues and picnics and talk to people and mingle with families and shit. Illuminati can't have no fucking picnics. How you gonna have a fucking barbecue when everyone's trying to eat your fucking kids? You know what I mean? Like you be fucking, you know what I mean? Everyone's trying to fuck your kid, and you're at a fucking birthday party. They're just gonna kill each other. Those motherfuckers they throw each other under the bus all the time. There's no loyalty with demons. They'll kill each other and throw each other under the bus at the drop of a hat, right? They never. How do you succeed with a bunch of demons? Because you can't. Nobody trusts each other. Just look like the mafia, like all the mafia families. They're always killing each other. Because they can't trust each other. You're in a crime family. If your business is crime, you don't trust nobody, man. You don't know trust. If your business is crime, you know that there's always a chance that you're gonna get butt fucked in prison. There's a chance. That's an actual reality for you. So every night you're worried about that. Every night, oh my god, is this guy trying to fucking set me up? Does this guy wear a wire? Are the fucking feds surveilling me? Every day they're paranoid. You can only get so far, right?
Let me ask you something.
How's the Illuminati going to party with each other? They're going to kill each other. And then like Robert Maxwell, he was super deep state.
Yeah, they offed him.
And then they offed him. Like
hard.
And hard. I heard there's this whistleblower assassin that used to work for the CIA. His name is damn, I forgot his name. Corey. Fuck. But I used to be into him like 15 years ago. Just listen, he was an assassin for the CIA, and he got paid like $1 million to go fuck people up. And he was always down to fuck people up and just do his job. He's ex-military, and they go, here's $1 million, $1 million. You go to this country, you're gonna meet this dude, and you guys gonna take out this politician or whatever. He said that's what he did. He just went from the military. Damn. He got hired, and he does these clandestine fucking operations. And then he got offered to do something domestically, and he denied it. And Corey Snodgrass. That's his name, Corey Snodgrass. And you could find some shit. And he came out. He was in hiding for a long time. And he said that he got offered to help blow up the Oklahoma. No, you know what? He got offered to do something in the United States, and he turned it down. And he knew once you turn shit down, they're going to kill you. They're going to come after you. So he said, he was talking about all this shit, and he said anytime he got hired to do a job, he had to hire 2 other people to protect him just in case they try to kill him. Now, in case they tried to, like the people that hired him tried to kill him.
Yeah.
Like if it's something they don't want any witnesses for.
Like that.
Yes. Yeah. So the hired assassins, when you're a hired international assassin, whatever they pay you, you got to break off a couple, 20, 25,000 or whatever to your bodyguards to protect you from
like working for the Joker. Remember at the beginning of Dark Knight Rises, where he just goes along and kills everybody and it's just him left to take the money. That's the government. Damn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
So that's what this guy said. It's like you always have guys that you get hired on jobs, and your job, sometimes you get hired to protect an assassin that is going to do a job. So you got to protect him. How crazy is that? I never even thought of that. I never even thought of anything like that. But that's insane. Oh, you know what I also found out? Like another thing that I never thought about, and I have man, I'm just gonna say I know somebody who's deep in Hollywood. He's deep in Hollywood, and he's super red pilled. He knows the deep state. He's not an actor. He's not a celebrity. Like someone that told me this, he said, I'm not gonna. he's a part of Hollywood, but he's not in front of the camera. He's behind the camera. And he said one of the most valuable things for the elite, the Illuminati, is finding people that look like you.
Oh.
You find people. This is like your life insurance policy. You find people, like, what do they call them? Like doppelganger or something like that.
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger, yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Doppelgangers, I love that.
How do you say it? Doppelganger?
Doppelganger.
No, doppelgangers.
Okay,
Nice
whatever
term.
that is, that's basically someone that looks like you, right? Doppelganger. So this guy who's deep in Hollywood behind the cameras that I know, that's all I'm gonna say. He said that, and I never thought about this. He goes, dude, people at the top, they're constantly looking for people that look like them, same height and everything, and then they pay them to be their stand-in doubles. You gotta have doubles, right? And not only, but the thing that the doubles don't know is maybe they're gonna have to use them to kill them to fake their own death. So the only way you could fake your own death is you need people, like you need a body. And that body got to look like you. It's got to pass as you. And I never thought about that. I'm like, shit. He goes, that is the most important thing for these criminal elite. Or maybe they're not criminal elite, or maybe they were and they're trying to get out of it. It's like a witness protection program, like maybe like Michael Jackson, for instance. Like, in order for Michael Jackson to successfully fake his death, you have to have a body. There's no way to do it, because they're going to find out if there's no body, it's going to come out, and then it's going to come out that you faked your death. So whoever you're running from or hiding from is going to find out that you faked it. So you need a body. So I'm like, whoa, how crazy is that?
So do you think that Buffalo Bills guy, maybe he's got a doppelganger? They're looking for his doppelganger?
Well, that could be what they're doing, yeah.
Who's Buffalo?
The
Buffalo
DeMar
Bills.
Hamlin, the guy we showed you earlier, who's not showing
In
his
the
face.
mask at the
Maybe
game.
they're hunting down through AI a double.
It all depends, like, what really happened. Like, what are the theories? One theory is he died, but they can't say that he died because it would fuck up the narrative, and the Super Bowl. So, in the best interest of the NFL and the owners and Pfizer and all that shit, in their best interest, let's pretend he didn't die, and then maybe he dies later. You know what I mean? And has nothing to do with the vax. You know, because so far they're doing a pretty good job of at least keeping it out of the mainstream narrative that he died of the vaccine. But everybody is thinking it. Everybody's thinking it. Make no mistake about it. Everybody's thinking about it, man. They're thinking about that shit. Some people are denying it. They're denying it, but they're denying something that they had to think about. You know, they're thinking about it. Because the people that are denying it are the ones that actually got jabbed, and they want to believe that it's bullshit. They don't want to believe that they might get a heart attack. So I understand their denial. I get it, because dude, they got, tricked or forced, coerced by the family, their work, their friends, or whatever to get it. And they were like, most people are like, whatever. So what are the odds that it's going to hurt me? Boom. And they just got it. So it sucks for them. And I have friends like that, and I have family like that. And it sucks that you got tricked. You know what I mean? But I keep pushing it because I just don't want it to happen again. Like, let's do what we can to make sure it doesn't happen again. Cause they're going to try some other fucking scamdemic. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. But I think it's going to have no legs. I think people are not going to buy any of it no more. I think people are done. They blew their wad with that COVID shit. They can't do it again. They're not going to be. The only way they're going to be able to do it again if they find somehow to make like a actual, real, life-threatening, legit new disease that it's legit spreading and all that, and we legit need a vaccine. Unless that happens, which I don't think is going to happen, they're done.
But then we go back to the kid that cried wolf, because are you going to believe it this time?
If you read the book, The Boy That Cried Wolf, you should understand that trusting in known liars is not a very smart thing to do.
So let me ask you something, Eddie. So it looks like Biden's being thrown under the bus. They want Camel Toe Harrison. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it does seem like that. Everyone keeps talking about that. Even Joe Rogan on his podcast is talking about it. The mainstream narrative, it seems to be okay. It really seems to be happening. You just keep hearing it. They're throwing Biden under the bus. The Dems are turning on Biden. You just keep hearing it over and over. And this is where it happens. This is where they're going to swap him out. And a lot of people that were paying attention closely, 2 years ago, they thought it was going to happen before Biden, and myself included. The switch, you're like, okay, there's no way Biden is gonna win the presidency. That guy's got way too much footage of him sniffing little girls. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna win. How's that dude gonna win? And yeah, so they're gonna switch him out right before they're gonna switch him out. They're gonna switch him out. That's what they're gonna do. But then they didn't, and then he got in, and then boom, 2 years later, they're switching him out. So, okay. We were just a little ahead on the plan, but I knew they had to switch that dude out. I thought there's no way this dude is going to be president. That guy has way too much footage of him doing some crazy shit. There's just like, how is he going to be president? But, with the magic of ingenuity in the electoral process, he was able to squeeze in. And there was mad election fraud and all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's okay to say that shit now. It wasn't like a year ago. If you mention like election fraud, they'll take you to court and shit. Like now it's like, dude, come on, what the fuck are you guys talking about? You guys always talk about election fraud every year, election fraud, and now you can't talk about it. Oh, that's a little sus. It just makes the conspiracy theorists stronger when you say stupid shit like that. Like, we can't say election fraud. You guys always say that shit, you dumb motherfuckers. And now we can't say it, and we get flagged, and you got to strike. Yep. Oh, that only makes it stronger. Anything that you can't talk about, shit. Why can't we talk about it? Anything that has a label on it on YouTube, like has a label on it, you put anything about like flat earth, boom, there's a label. Flat earth is bullshit. Anything about 9/11, boom. Conspiracy theorists think 9/11 was an inside job. So anything that has a label on it on YouTube, damn, that's like a fact check in itself. The label means, oh shit, this video got some truth in it. The label is the fact check.
Yeah, it's Johnny. So you were the one that told me that there was actually a female president before. Was it you?
No, you told me that actually.
That one president fell into a coma and his wife took over. I'm trying to find out who the name.
That's
of
not.
that was.
I mean, I think that would, what you're describing though would be like informally, because there's no way for her to legally have become the president, because that's not how succession works in the Constitution. It would have to have gone. She could have been effectively the president, like making decisions, but there's no way she would have officially been the president unless she was the vice president. And we've never had a female vice president. So.
But whether it's effectively the president or essentially the president, still the president.
Well, no, I mean, like, would you call Dick Cheney the president because he was making all the decisions? No, right?
Here it is.
Well, it all depends on. Maybe it doesn't sound right to call him the president, but if he was the president, he could say he's the president.
So is Obama the president right now?
Guess whose wife it was?
Whose?
Like I'm going to say Eleanor Roosevelt.
No,
that's what I would have guessed.
Joe Wilson's.
I'm going to say Roosevelt.
Edith Wilson, the first lady to become acting president.
How about his name is Delano Roosevelt, right?
Delano, yeah. Delano.
Delano.
Yeah.
I thought it was DeEleanor.
No.
That dude was in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Do you guys want a crazy story?
That's like I bet Greg Abbott has a poster of like Delano Roosevelt on his fucking wall.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it says unofficially, Sam. It's what I'm saying here.
So, Roosevelt was going to Europe to help end the war, right? He's going to sign something. He heads over in a submarine, and the submarine crashes, and he dies. And they
Whoa.
used, yeah. So here's the story. A buddy of mine, I
Who
told this?
died?
I haven't heard this.
Yes, of course you haven't, because it's not known. A buddy of mine was a guy who ran like he was a district manager of like some kind of a house siding company, and he would go around and he would see how everybody's house is doing, and he showed up at this guy's house, and this guy was an older black man, and basically it was this thing where he was the help on this carrier, this like giant warship, and he was the help, and he would be taking care of all the generals, and they loved him. They thought he was the nicest guy, and he would hear stuff they're talking about, and they realized he had heard what they had talked about. So they had made a decision. What do we do with him? Do we off him so he doesn't tell anybody? Or do we set him up? And they loved him so much, they basically set him up. And the word is that he's basically the reason that they have the Coast Guard now. It's either, the Coast Guard was basically invented for this guy, right? So the story is that he was very deep in. And he goes that Roosevelt was going over to Europe to end the war. And he was going in a submarine, and the submarine sank. And they had to use a double to fucking go over there and deal with all shit. I'll ask my buddy Seth the exact details, but right after that, he dies. Right after that, bam! I don't even think you saw his dog after that. Him and his dog died in the sub, and they had to use a body double to play the role, to act out the role the rest of the way.
Doppelganger.
Doppelgangers.
That's interesting, because I know I was just looking it up. They said he took commercial during the war. He flew commercial to y'all. Now, does anybody believe that he just got on American? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'll get my buddy on to tell the whole story.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah,
he flew Southwest.
Yeah, he flew Southwest and 3 black strippers.
In 1943, he flew commercial. Come on, give me a break. How stupid are we? That's the kind of shit that they would believe back then, in the 40s. Yeah, the president climbed on Boeing and, flew across.
Let's just wheel him out. Come on, wheel him out. Hey, Eddie, I'm not going to keep you much longer, but I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on the Challenger?
You mean the conspiracy theory that says that nobody died on the Challenger?
Yeah.
Dude, what if you get sued for $1 trillion for that? Saying that they're still alive.
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
All you got to do is get one of those astronauts going to have to say, dude, I had people coming to my house.
Oh, they have.
Threatening my life, saying that I lied. And then boom. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, they all fucking died. All of them. They got blown to bits. They just got evaporated.
Oh.
That's it. And we should be
more respectful,
sad about it, and respectful. We should be respectful. And that thing blew up, and they were trying to they were doing that for us. You know what I mean? And we should pay some respects.
Sounds just like
I don't want to get sued, dog.
To me. Sounds.
How about that one guy? How about that one guy that goes up to his house and actually says, "Yo,
yeah,
dude, the body language on that guy's face,
bro." Have you know Operation Northwood, right? I mean, read that and tell me it's not the exact same game plan.
Yeah. Once you realize what Operation Northwoods was, and you still trust the government, you got some of that thing that Yuri Bezmenov, that KGB whistleblower was talking about, that ideological subversion. You got some of that shit going on, because when you got that ideological subversion going on, you can't see the facts in front of your face. You believe a guy or an organization or a government or whatever entity, an alien that lies. You just keep believing their lies over and over, and they just lie, and then you just believe them over and over, and I mean, that doesn't make sense in normal life. Anybody that it's a known liar, you just don't trust them anymore. But people only do that for people that they know. I mean, that should be life. Once CNN lies to you a couple times, you might want to doubt them a little bit more. I mean, that's like the street smart thing to do. Someone lies to you, eventually you figure out they're lying, and you don't trust anything that comes out of their mouth again. And anything that they say is going to require irrefutable evidence. Otherwise, I don't even believe that. You're a fucking liar. Like, anybody that would believe anything. I mean, like, are people even watching CNN anymore? I mean, I think, like, I mean, who do they have any ratings at all? Like, does anybody want? They're firing everybody.
Who are these people?
Brian Stelter. Everybody's a joke on there. Chris Cuomo. They get rid of everybody. The producers are getting busted for shit. But there's still people out there that watch it. Those are the people you don't want to do business with. You still watching CNN? We are not doing any business at all, dog. Right? Anybody, you invite someone on a business lunch or a business dinner, and they show up with a mask today. They show up with a mask. Dude, that business deal is done, son. Just say you're going to the bathroom and just fucking run. Don't waste the time. Right?
100%.
I mean, and it's getting worse in LA.
And they show up with a mask, with one of those big N95 cone masks.
I'm seeing more and more in LA.
Would you let a stripper with a mask give you a lap dance, Eddie?
Oh,
she's hot, fat ass.
How can you tell if she's hot? Her face is covered.
Yeah. But if her body's banging, maybe her body's banging. You don't know.
That's the move. I'm sure the fugly. I mean, the strippers with the ugly faces and the tight bodies love wearing masks. They've been raking tips in for the first time ever.
I think a lot of chicks are wearing masks because they're just too lazy to put makeup on. They're like, fuck. And then let me just put this mask on. They go to CVS. They go fucking to Panera Bread, and no one has to see their non-makeup ass face. You know what I mean? We don't want to see you with no makeup. Put a mask on. Put a mask on or makeup.
Put a mask on or makeup.
Okay, if you ain't gonna put any makeup on, you better put fucking that N95.
The butter faces have been loving the pandemic.
I don't care, either or.
All right, Eddie. Well, we love you very much. Thank you for coming on here and do all the heavy lifting. I really appreciate it.
You know what? If like you got desperate and you just started dating like some atrocious specimen, you know what I mean? You might be, maybe she don't even believe the scamdemic. You know what I mean? But you got to get her to believe in it. You know what I mean? You got to get her believing it, because when you take her out, like, dude, you got to put a mask on this bitch. You know what I mean? So you're like totally propaganda. You putting CNN on. Look, everybody's dying of COVID. You got to put a mask on, babe. I don't want you to die.
Why aren't you wearing a mask? Oh, it kills women more than it kills men.
It's so dangerous, boo.
Well, guys, great show. If you want to see Eddie, you want to see myself, you want to see Xavier Guerrero, and no, Johnny won't be there because he's back in North Carolina again. Just go to samtripoli.com, grab your tickets for Los Angeles, grab your tickets for Bakersfield. My voice will be fixed by then, I hope, and we'll be ready to rock. Grab your tickets now. Anything else, Eddie, you want to push?
Don't forget about Spokane and Tacoma at the end of February.
All right, guys. We love you very much. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry about my voice. Hopefully it'll be better by next week. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Have a great night.
We go deep, homeboy. Aaron, open your mind. Drink from the fountain of knowledge. There's lizard people everywhere. That's some interdimensional shit. Wake up, Aaron.
This is only the beginning.
Dude, you just blew my mind.
Tinfoil hack.